Hi guys, today we're going to talk about positioning of elements in your Webflow project. Now we have this very simple and clean minimalist design, not minimalist, sharp, simple and clean design. So I got this design from the Figma community and I like how it was done. I just wanted to show you guys how you can use positioning to, position some elements. Like you see this, we have this lady here and we have this element here and this and this and this. Now what if you do not want to download all, because most times what people would do, they would download the entire image as one, like they'll just download the entire thing like this and use it in their project, which is good. However, what if you want to animate all of these cards individually? You want to add an animation to it. How are you going to go about it? Now this is where you have to position all these guys in your Webflow project. Now let's jump right into Webflow. Now inside of Webflow, I already built out the landing page, like the hero section, and also inserted this image of this lady. So what I'm going to try to do is to use positioning to position all of these guys separately in our Webflow project. So before we start, let's download all of this. Let's export these images, right? Let's just save it as PNG, and also this, and for this one as well, download. Then this tiny one here, also download. Okay, we have the 4 images or the 4 elements downloaded. All right. Okay, so drop right into Webflow. What you want to do? So we have our hero component, which houses everything, and we have the hero left item, which is the one handling all of this. Okay, we also have our hero right element, which is where we have this image. Now inside of the hero right item, we have the image inside, which is this lady here. Now what do we want to do next? Now we want to add more. I would say we're going to add more images, I guess. Yeah. So what you want to do, you want to be able to understand the kind of positioning that you would use, because we have different kinds of positioning, right? Now let's go check out what we have here. We have under position, we have the static, relative, absolute, fixed, and sticky. So this is what we want to use: absolute. Absolute positions an element relative to its closest positioned parent or defaults to the body element. So now before you make any move, now you have to ask yourself, what element do I want to make relative? Because for absolute position to work, you have to make a parent element either relative. If not, it's going to default to the body. Now, because we have this hero right item div block, this is where it starts and where it finishes. Now we are going to set this hero right item to position relative. Okay, we're going to set it to position relative because we want to bring in other images and set them to position absolute. Okay, now let's do that. Now inside of our hero right item, we're going to bring in an image element, and we're going to choose, amongst those elements that we just downloaded. All right, so we have this here. Now what we want to do, we're going to call this one image absolute, maybe short form. Okay, let's say image absolute. All right, now what you want to do, notice how right now this image is position static. That is why it just pushes everything up and it's below here. Now what we want to do is we want to set this image to image position absolute. Now what this is going to do, it's going to try to position itself. Look, it says absolute position, but it's position relative to the hero right item. All right, so what you want to do next is you want to set the actual position using all of these elements or styles. So when you click on top left, it positions itself here. Now it is following the order of the hero right item. You notice this is our hero right item because we set it to relative. Now whatever that is set to absolute is going to follow the edges or the order of that relative. All right, now we have this here. Now let's assume this is too big. Let's make it a little bit tiny like this. So you can either say go to the top left, or to the top right, or bottom right or bottom left, you know, stuff like that. So following our design, what we have here, this is where it is. Okay, so we want to position it to the bottom left. So we're going to say, okay, we want you to be at the bottom left, however, not exactly bottom left. So you're going to use this slider to like push it up like this to exactly the point that you want it to be. Maybe something like this. Oh yeah, see, just touching the books. All right, which is perfect. Now we need more image elements, right? Now we're just going to duplicate this particular one we have here. Now we have it in tools. Now we have image absolutes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a combo class to this, and we're going to call it, let's say 250K. We're going to call it 250K because I want to bring in this 250K image. Okay, we're just going to call it or second. Let's just say second. Stands for like second image. All right. Okay, now what we want to do, now that second one, which is this one, is still this maybe top. This is like the top left. Okay, so we're just going to go here and say we want the second one to be top left. So the first one is here, good, and the second one, which we call the second, is at the top left. However, we're going to now change the image to the second one, which is the one with 250K. Boom, good. Now we want to align it very well, not exactly at the top, but you know, towards the hair. So just going to use the slider here to position it here and take it back a little bit and make it smaller. Okay, I think this should be it. Great. So what we want to do is we want to get this third one, which is positioned, this should be, you can call it top right. Okay, all right, so we're just going to duplicate this one with 250K. I have duplicated it, and we're going to also duplicate the combo class. All right, or let's take away, yeah, just duplicate the combo class and say third. All right, so we have another one that we're going to set it to bottom right, which is here, bottom right. Mind you, it's following the order of the hero right item. It's working, it's just going to be within this frame of the hero right item. Okay, now we have the third one here. Let's change the image, and we're going to bring in, what image are we using now? The congratulation image. Okay, so we're just going to go in here and say get the congratulation image, and boom, we have that. However, we want to set it to be at the top a little bit, you know, close to a hand. Now we're just going to use this also to move it to the top like this, and maybe make it a little bit smaller. Okay, now this is good, and drag this here like this. Take this up again, and let's see. Okay, well, this is fine. This is fine. It's not bad. Maybe like this. All right. See, make it maybe a 40%. Boom, we have all of this positioned in the way that we want it to be. Now for the last item here, which is this statistic stuff, we're just going to repeat the same thing. We're going to duplicate this one here. I have done that, or copy and paste it. We're going to change the combo class, duplicate it to the fourth. All right, and now we're going to position it to the top right. So we have it. Now we're just going to change that image to this. Boom, that's done. I'm just going to make it small and see how best to, okay, you see, close to our head here, close to the hair. So we'll just go back to Webflow and drag this down a bit to maybe 15%, right? And like this. And boom, we have all the elements positioned absolutely. We have the first one, sorry, the first one is this one, and the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. So I'll repeat the step again. All you need to do, you're going to say the parent element, you're going to set it to relative. That's the first thing you want to do, because you want all the absolute elements to, you know, align or follow the parent, you know, wrapper basically. So you don't want it to go outside of the relative element, which is the parent. So that's like the rule. Set up a relative, and also the absolutes would flow inside the wrapper of the parent. So if we preview this now, you have this Boom, looking good. Now in our next video, I'm going to try to animate all of these cards on scroll. Maybe when you scroll, you would see that these individual cards are moving up or just doing something. I hope this was helpful. If you do not understand, you can shoot me a DM via Twitter or leave a comment on, the comment section, basically. You can go through it again and again so you can have a grasp of it, and make sure to practice so you get a hold of it. All right then, see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.